November has arrived in the UK with a bang, heavy rain and strong gusty winds sweeping especially across the west. If you're in Scotland, Wales, or northwest England, you've seen the worst of it. Relentless downpours and blustery days. This is classic autumn turning to winter, unsettled, dramatic, and unpredictable. The systems rolling in from the Atlantic are packing more punch than usual, bringing higher rainfall and stronger winds. Our unique island geography means weather can be calm in London, but wild in Glasgow or Manchester. For November 10, 2025, the advice is simple: waterproofs on, hats secured. This unsettled spell is here to stay. We'll break down what's driving this wild weather, from the jet stream to those powerful Atlantic lows. Understanding the science helps us prepare for whatever comes next. Stay tuned for your full weather breakdown. When we say the weather is unsettled, we mean the atmosphere is unstable and changing fast. This term is often used by meteorologists to describe a period when the weather is highly variable and unpredictable. One hour it's sunny, the next it's pouring. Nothing stays the same for long. This can be particularly frustrating for those planning outdoor activities, as the weather can shift dramatically with little warning. High pressure brings calm, settled days. These are the days we often associate with clear skies and gentle breezes, perfect for a picnic or a leisurely walk. Low pressure brings clouds, rain, and wind. This is when the skies turn gray and the wind picks up, often leading to stormy conditions. Right now, low pressure is in charge, sending waves of weather fronts across the UK. These fronts are like invisible lines in the sky, marking the boundary between different air masses. The air is turbulent, creating dramatic shifts: sun, rain, wind, sometimes all in a single afternoon. This can lead to a day that feels like all four seasons rolled into one. This is the atmosphere in motion, with different air masses battling overhead. It's a dynamic dance of nature, where warm and cold air collide, creating a spectacle in the sky. It's why you need to check the forecast before heading out. Conditions can flip in minutes. A quick glance at your weather app can save you from getting caught in a downpour. For the UK, especially in November, this is business as usual. The month is notorious for its unpredictable weather, with rain showers often appearing out of nowhere. Unsettled weather means a mix of everything. It's a meteorological potpourri that keeps everyone on their toes. Cloud, rain, wind, all swirling together in a chaotic blend, and the odd sunny spell. These brief moments of sunshine can be a welcome surprise amidst the gloom. Our position at the crossroads of major weather patterns makes this a familiar story. The UK sits at the meeting point of several different air streams, each bringing its own weather. The key takeaway: be ready for anything. Whether it's a raincoat or sunglasses, having the right gear can make all the difference. Don't let a bright morning fool you. Keep that umbrella handy. The sun may be shining now, but a rain shower could be just around the corner. The only thing predictable about unsettled weather is its unpredictability. It's a reminder of nature's power and the importance of staying prepared. Stay alert, and you won't be caught off guard. By keeping an eye on the forecast, you can navigate the ever-changing weather with confidence. Why do Scotland, Wales, and northwest England get hit hardest? It's all about geography. These regions are the UK's western welcome mat for Atlantic storms, taking the first hit after thousands of ocean miles. The mountains, like the Highlands, Snowdonia, and the Pennines, force moist air to rise, cool, and dump rain. This orographic lift squeezes out even more moisture, making the west much wetter than the east. By the time air descends on the other side, it's drier. Hence, places like York see less rain than Cardiff. The landscape shapes the weather, creating lush green scenery, but also making the west the storm front line. So, while the whole UK feels unsettled, the west bears the brunt. It's a pattern that's defined these rugged regions for centuries. The price of beauty is sometimes a soaking. When the weather turns wild, the west feels it most. The main engine behind this wild weather: Atlantic lows, vast swirling systems that shape the very climate of the British Isles. These are powerful low-pressure systems born over the restless Atlantic Ocean, where the energy of water and air combine to create some of the most dynamic weather on Earth. These valleys in the atmosphere act like giant atmospheric vacuums, pulling in air from all directions. As the air spirals inward, it spins counterclockwise, rising and cooling to generate thick clouds, relentless rain, and howling winds that sweep across the land. Atlantic lows form where frigid Arctic air collides with warm, moist tropical air. The jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above, guides these systems, steering and often strengthening them as they barrel toward the UK. As the central pressure within the low drops, the winds intensify. Tight isobars on the weather map signal a blustery day ahead, with gusts that can rattle windows and bend even the sturdiest trees. These systems bring organized weather fronts. First comes a warm front bringing steady, persistent rain that soaks the ground. Then a cold front sweeps through, unleashing heavier downpours and causing temperatures to tumble. The strongest winds often arrive just after the cold front passes, whipping through towns and countryside alike, leaving a trail of fallen branches and swirling leaves. Atlantic lows are the reason UK autumns and winters are famously wet, windy, and unpredictable. They bring everything from gentle drizzles to fierce gales and sudden floods. These storms deliver most of our seasonal rain and wind, but they also play a crucial role in balancing global heat and moisture, moving energy from the tropics toward the poles. Right now, a series of active lows, all guided by the powerful jet stream, is keeping the UK locked in a pattern of unsettled, stormy weather, one system after another rolling in from the west. It's a classic setup for stormy British weather, one that shapes our seasons, our landscapes, and even our daily lives. Atlantic lows are born where cold polar air meets warm tropical air, creating waves along this boundary. The jet stream above can trigger a spin, forming a baby low-pressure system. As warm air rises and cools, clouds form and energy is released, deepening the low and strengthening up winds. These systems are then carried east by prevailing winds and the jet stream. Their track determines our weather. North of Scotland brings milder, wet conditions. Further south can mean colder air and even November snow on high ground. Meteorologists track these storms with satellites and models, issuing warnings as needed. The current lows are passing northwest of the UK, putting the west in the firing line for repeated wind and rain. It's a relentless Atlantic conveyor belt. When storms hit, safety comes first. If possible, stay indoors. Strong winds can turn loose objects into hazards. Secure garden furniture, bins, and anything that could blow away. If you must travel, drive slowly, keep extra distance, and watch for fallen branches or flooding. High-sided vehicles and bridges are especially vulnerable to gusts. At home, have a torch and charged phone ready in case of power cuts. Stay away from coastal areas. Waves are unpredictable and dangerous. Follow official weather warnings from the Met Office. Their color-coded alerts help you gauge risk. Preparation and caution go a long way in keeping you safe. Don't underestimate the power of the wind and rain. Prepare your home. Check for loose roof tiles and clear gutters to prevent water damage. Fallen leaves can block drains, leading to flooding, so a quick cleanup is worth it. Watch for falling trees or branches, especially if the ground is saturated. Avoid parking under large trees, and move to a safe spot if you notice any danger. Keep pets indoors. Loud winds and rain can frighten them, and outdoor walks should be brief and on a lead. Check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors. A quick call or offer to help can make a big difference. Community spirit shines brightest in bad weather. A little preparation and kindness go a long way. Look out for each other, and we'll weather the storm together. Stay safe, stay connected. What's ahead for November? The unsettled westerly pattern looks set to continue. Expect a cycle of stormy days, brief brighter spells, and more rain and wind. Temperatures will hover around average, with occasional colder blasts behind each cold front. Some showers could turn wintry over Scottish mountains. Classic late November scenes. The jet stream remains the key player, firing Atlantic systems our way. There will be drier days, so keep an eye on short-range forecasts to make the most of them. Overall, it's a classic British autumn, wet, windy, and ever-changing. Keep your raincoat handy. November isn't done yet. As November draws to a close and December approaches, we begin to notice subtle but unmistakable signs that the seasons are changing. The days grow shorter, the air feels crisper, and the last golden leaves are swept from the trees by chilly winds. People bundle up in scarves and coats, bracing themselves for the colder months ahead. The Atlantic Ocean often dominates our weather at this time of year, sending a steady parade of rain-bearing fronts across the UK. But the Atlantic may not stay in charge all winter. Sometimes powerful high-pressure systems build over Scandinavia or Greenland, acting like a barrier and blocking those incoming storms. When this blocking high sets up, it can dramatically shift our winds to the north or east. Instead of mild, damp air from the Atlantic, we get colder, drier air sweeping in from continental Europe or even the Arctic, changing the feel of our weather almost overnight. This shift means frosty mornings, sparkling sunshine, and the possibility of snow, especially in eastern parts of the country. Rural landscapes transform under a layer of frost, and even city parks can glisten in the winter sun. Predicting exactly when and how these changes will happen is never easy. Global factors like sea surface temperatures, the strength of the polar vortex, and even distant weather patterns all play a role in shaping our winter. For now, it looks like unsettled Atlantic weather, with its mix of rain, wind, and occasional sunshine, will continue for a little while longer, keeping us on our toes. But as colder polar air starts to build to the north, the odds of a significant pattern change increase. We could soon see a dramatic shift with icy winds and the first real taste of winter. Winter in the UK is a season of atmospheric battles, where mild and cold air masses clash, and surprises are always possible. One day might bring rain, the next snow or brilliant sunshine. Whether you love the sound of rain on the window or hope for a magical snowfall, the coming months promise plenty of variety and excitement. Each day brings something new to watch for. Whatever the weather brings, we'll be here to guide you through it. So stay safe, stay warm, and get ready for the ever-changing adventure of a British winter.